That's good. Your group is the best group. Can you display? Can you display now? Thank you. How was the experience?
It was fun.
It was fun. Thank you.
Hello. You know the Nyama 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 song, right?
Yes.
Okay, we start, eh? He's going to lead us, okay? 1, 2, 3. Nyama Nyama Nyama. Nyama Nyama Nyama. Ya nguruwe. Ya ng'ombe. Ya nyoka. Please behave, okay?
Excuse me, those are making noise.
We are
You
learning.
get out of this place.
Yes, we are learning. We're not here to play, okay? This is also a traditional art, a traditional regalia that you can use in the dances and music, okay? And what he has here, what do we call this? Who knows? It's in the group of Nyatiti, okay? What is this? Drum, okay? We can use the drums for the music and also to communicate, okay? Before the phones came, we used to communicate using the drums.
Harmonica.
Harmonica, yes, clap for him. Yes, this is what's called a harmonica, okay? You blow. What's up, Fanya? If you want to go to the washroom, there's a washroom there, but you go one by one. You just come here and tell me, okay? There's a washroom there. Those who need to go to the washroom. If you need to go to the washroom, there's a washroom there. Make sure you come back. The washrooms are there, you come back.
Everyone is going, even those who are already going.
That balcony.
lawn that you have outside your house. You can put such tires. Yeah, that space is something that is not being put. Plants grow in different media. And one of the media where the plant grows on or in is the soil. Salmon, a boy or a girl. Uses of wheelbarrow. Carrying manure, carrying soil, which is put it there, and equipment. Once you put your equipment, which equipment is this? Spades. So someone is going to come and lift. How you are lifting the spades? You mix it with manure, scoop some others. In the topsoil. Sawa, how do you do it? Good. Can I distribute it?
Make very fast. Another person to help, yeah.
As you continue adding, you spread the soil evenly to your pallet. Like that. That needs a lot of space, like 30 centimeters, other need to be planted close, depending on what your plantations. You can use any other container.
Just touch it.
Lace it up.
As a pet,
Cannot harm you. Joy, you are fearing. Haiwezi, usiangushe.
they have got 4 incisors. They feed their food by biting small bits. That's why we call them the
Just hold hapa chini the belly. Upande wa chini. Yeah, carry it from the belly. Hold it like that. Hold the belly here.
Don't hold the leg, it will break.
Don't release it, eh?
Yes, it will.
Sasha.
Roundworms. What about the ones that attacks outside the animal's body?
External.
Examples of external parasites.
Remove your hands and just then hold here. And look. Is it coming? Strength. No, he didn't make perfect.
The last one.
The last one, plug in.
Very good boy.
Now I need to take him. Go to the next level. Right,
The second person. Come. Sorry? Uncle. Huh? Uncle Bon.
Tagwo Mary Muthoni, ndi mwarimu wa cukuru igwitwo Mount Moriah guku Embakasi, na umuthi tukurehete ciana citu guku kuretwo Gravity Park, moke meyonere na mahote gwika maundu maria matahotaga gwika riria twi kirathi tuthomithagia o guthomithia tutiikaga practical, no riria tukire guku ni mahotire gwika practical. Twakora guku kwina indo nyingi mathondekete cia kuonia ciana uria mangihota gwika maundu maria matekite me kirathi-ini. Ni turahetwo project nyingi ni NEC na kahinda gatirari mwena witu, na koguo turacagura guku nigetha tuone tungika atia, niki kiu tungioya kuma micii-ini itu, macukuru-ini maitu, niki tungioya kuma kuria ciana ithakagira, na nigetha mahote guthondeka indo ici thirikari irenda kana Magoha aretia. Na koguo tuoka guku ni tuhotire twakora kwina models cia breathing system, kwina models cia circulatory system, gina kwina innovative gardening practices iria mathire meka. Kwina section ya agriculture na ni mahotire guthie kuu na mahota guthondeka model imwe. Koguo guku ni kundu ingira o muciari wothe kana mwarimu kana cukuru, I would highly recommend Gravity Park. Ni kundu kwa mathomo practically. We, Kikuyu ni ngumu.
Inakuwa rahisi kidogo mkikucha Gravity kufanyia shule, pia inasikika ni very expensive.
Yeah.
Some of the projects kwa kufanyia pande yetu shule.
Gravity Park ni mabacĩrĩire marĩhi, na ũngĩringithania gwetha kana kũgũra, aciari nĩ makoretwo makĩrĩra nĩ ũndũ wa mbeca nĩ nyingĩ cia kũgũra indo iria cirendekana project-inĩ ici cia ciana citũ. No Gravity Park marĩhi nĩ mabacĩrĩre, twarehe ciana citũ o enyewe nĩo maroya ciana magacithomithia na models ciao, na ciana igakorwo cia kunyita kiria turendekana tumathomithie ni thirikari. Koguo Gravity Park marihi ni mabacĩrĩre na mena kila kindu, gutire kindu gwetio tiga tu o marihi manini.
Labda ni vizuri kama kaunti zingine zinaweza iga mfano kama huo Mombasa, kila
okay. No tukene muno turi arimu kungikorwo kaunti citu ciothe no cikorwo na kundu ta guku kuria ciana cingiuka na cieyonere na ciike projects na practicals cia learning area iria twina cio. Kungikorwo o county ni gukorwo na Gravity project kana any park ina models iria ciana cingika, no tucokie ngatho muno.
Sagwo Michael Juguna, ndi mwarimu guku Gravity CBC Center. Guku CBC Center tutwaraga ciana through the projects iria cia iroko cigika according to requirements cia NEC. Ihinda riri turathie ni gukoretwo na maundu maingi muno maria moete mathaa maingi ma mwarimu na thukuru. Ugakorwo thukuru ndina wakati muiganu wa gwika project ici. Koguo ithuĩ twĩ ta center nĩ twĩharĩrĩirie wega na tuga equipped na indo ciothe cirahitajika thĩinĩ wa project ici. Tuke mwena wa art and craft, tuthie mwena wa science and technology, kana tuthie mwena wa agriculture. Nĩ twĩharĩrĩirie wa kũigana kuhotithia thukuru cihote kuhingia mifataro ĩrĩa yagĩrĩirwo kũhingio according to the NEC. So thukuru o yothe gĩkorwo na hau nja ĩraigua ĩhinyĩrĩrie, ĩraigua ĩhatĩrĩrie, ndĩna facilities kana ndĩna time njiganu, oka turamwĩra mũke gũkũ gwitũ kwa Gravity. Nĩ twĩharĩrĩirie gwa kũigana nĩgetha tũhote gũteithia ciana mũno mũno na ti mwarimu mũno mũno nĩ mwana ahote gũkorwo agĩka project ici na agĩkorwo agĩteithĩka thĩinĩ wa mũtũrĩre wake. Michael Juguna, I'm a teacher, a CBC teacher a CBC trainer, and a CBC project designer. Gravity Amusement Park and CBC Center is my area of work. We take the runners through the CBC curriculums, through the projects pertaining science and technology, pertaining agriculture, pertaining home science. Right now, I understand there is a dire need for the school to meet deadlines pertaining the projects. So as a graphic project center, we have equipped our station with all the necessary requirements, materials, procedures, facilities that are needed to do this project, be it in art and craft, be it in science and technology, be it in agriculture. So we have all the requirements that are needed, the materials. The centers are fully set and prepared. So when the runners come to our station, we are simply taking through the necessary procedures, then we involve them in the carrying out of the projects. As you can see with me here, I have a school that was here today, that is Marian's Group of Schools. They were coming here for their projects, and I believe we have served them the best. They have done their science project, we have taken through the agricultural projects, and that is what we are doing. So any school which is outside there and is finding it hard to meet deadline to do this project, you are most welcome to our station to carry out this project. We are fully equipped to handle you and your runners on time. Okay, good. There are various CBC projects in art and craft in grade 6. They are supposed to make a marionette, which we have already have in our station. We have the procedures and now the materials needed. In grade 5, they're supposed to prepare 3-dimensional objects or do the weaving, which we are equally prepared. In grade 4, we are supposed to make a leather belt using a reused leather, using a sisal attachments, which we're equally prepared for. So in art and craft, we are good to go. In agriculture, we are supposed to do the growing the legumes in containers, as you have seen in the farm. We also have innovative gardens in grade 5, which we are prepared for. We have the samples, we have the containers, we have the free manure, we have the free soils. So when the runners come, we just take them through. In grade 6, they're talking about the rearing of guinea pigs or rabbits or chicken, which we are prepared. We have the houses, specifications, the facilities that are needed to take the runners through. So any school that is willing to do these projects and does not have the resources and time, this is the place for you to bring your runners for you to do these projects. So we are equally equipped to handle the projects in terms of science and technology, in terms of agriculture, and in terms of art and craft.
My name is Teacher Mary Mwaniki from Mount Moriah Christian School. I'm so glad to bring our classes here because when we are in the field, in the classes, most of the times we are doing the theory and you don't really get to do the practical part of it. But that is the main reason why we chose Gravity Park. I've really seen the curiosity it has aroused in my learners, especially in the practical models that they have here, the working models, the science studios, the home science studios, art and craft. They have innovative gardening practices where the learners will have that ability to have hands-on skills and interact with the learning materials and even be able to come back to school and carry out the experiments that they are supposed to carry out. We have Kenya National Examinations projects for grade 4 up to grade 6. And coming here, it has really helped our learners because we have seen how we will go back to our schools and gather those materials that we can improvise and come up with the modeling of the human circulatory system and the making of the leather belt and so on and so forth. So to wrap the day, we went around the park, we had fun. We have that zero gravity instrument, which was really fun for our learners. It was their first time to experience such an experience. We had the bouncing castles and so on. This is the place for every school to bring their learners because they will never regret it and it is going to make the content more realistic. Thank you. to any school out there that really wants to be helpful to their learners, we have a very tight calendar, school calendar, and time is really not on our side. If you want to catch up with the projects and the experiments in our learning areas, I would highly recommend Gravity Park. This is the place to be. This is the place of new ideas. This is the place of innovative ideas.
Maybe,
What? Which one did you do? Vertical. So by coming here, the grade 5 and 6, they have this project about innovative gardening practices. My learners were able to come up with a vertical garden, and they did it by themselves. And by that, going back to our school, it's going to be very easy for them to carry out the project by themselves now.
My name is Facilitator Esther Kagwima. I'm actually a facilitator at PCA Langata School. Learners were actually not able to have that good view. Like for instance, in making a bed. That's a project that actually, if learners are not in a boarding setup, they cannot be able to access making a bed practically. So actually I was very excited since they had captured that in recently actually. So they were able to do making a bed practically. Another thing that I'm happy, in CBC, the learners are able to, it's mostly about nurturing the skills and talents of these learners. So the learners were able to go through this CBC center actually, and it's awesome. It has a lot of learning areas whereby we have the creative arts, and we have creative arts that they do in class too. They were able to come and see different strands that they've been doing in school. They were also able to see the environmental, the farm. You know, most learners are in this setup, like the town setup, whereby you find these learners are not familiar with gardening. So actually it also captured a lot forms of kitchen garden, whereby they were able to see the tires, they were able to see the pots, they were able to see a plot of land whereby plants were planted, and they were excited. Some even didn't know how corianders look like, the dahlias, when they start growing. They were really excited. They were able to see the rose flower plant. Na mnaweza sema haswa ikiwa umefunza wanafunzi uko shuleni. Sasa wakija huku itakuwa rahisi kwa hawa wanafunzi kwa sababu wataweza sasa kuelewa zaidi wakikumbuka ulichowafunza. Hawa wanafunzi, they'll be able to relate with what you had taught them, because now here they'll see these things practically, and these things will be done practically. A really good place. Kwa sababu unapata shule nyingi tuseme, labda si shule nyingi kwa sasa zina uwezo wa haya mabadiliko ya CBC. Kwa hivyo unapata shule nyingi zinaweza kosa kupata ile nafasi ya kuweza kufanya vitu hivi, ya kuweza kuona kama ni the beadwork, mambo na weaving. Kwa hivyo naweza sema ni vyema watoto kuja pia kujionea, kwa sababu pia unaweza pata pia hata wale watoto wa huko mashambani. Unapata watoto wengi labda wanajua choo ya shimo, choo cha shimo. Hawajui, they've not familiarized with the toilets, these toilets in the urban centers. Kwa hivyo naweza sema ni vyema watoto wakaweze pia kuja na wajione. Na tumai kuwa wakijileta wataweza pia, it will be able to sink in their heads, and it's very hard for you to forget what you've seen and interacted with. It's very hard.
I love Gravity Park because we were welcomed well, and we learned a lot of things that we did in theory in the classrooms. We learned about the digestive system and the breathing system. We even used the real structure of the breathing system. We even learned about the reproductive system. And again, we went to the garden and we saw a lot of animals like rabbits, geese, ducks, turkey, and we learned about crops. We made an innovative vertical garden and we learned how to rear those animals. After that,
my name is Jaden Sean. I'm in grade 4. I'm from Mount Moriah. Here I saw a structure of the breathing and the reproductive system, and I was able to learn new things like how it works, and also we also went to the innovative gardening practices. We saw other plants, and also we saw a fish pond.
From PCA Langata School.
Maybe what have you learned here that you have never seen? Maybe?
Today I learned a lot of things and I had a lot of fun.
Like what?
Like I learned types of food groups. We did creative, we did music, and we played.
Yes, I saw cows, hens, goats, hamsters, rabbits, turkeys.
What did you see